Hey everybody, Briggsell here, playing more Battle Royale, using ArmA 3 as the base, as it were. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the last video. These videos are going to be coming up here and there. There's nothing consistent about these videos at all. I just play when I have an hour to spend and I'm in the mood, and I'm basically looking just to enjoy myself rather than go mental. You join me here quite far into the game, probably about 25 minutes in. My situation is a little bit poor. I don't have too many magazines for this gun. I think I only have 2. I've used some already, obviously with killing a couple of people early doors, but generally I'm in a decent state, and I'm going to try and move towards and win this game. It will be difficult though. I haven't got a silencer, which means that any shots will obviously bring people in to me. As you saw a second or two ago, there are 10 people left, including me. I'm hoping to get down to the last 5. That'll be my kind of goal, as it were. So I'm on the edge of the circle. If I put up the map in a second, I'm doing this retrospectively, so obviously I can't control if I put the map up or not. But I'm at the edge of the map, and I'm going to move towards the air station Mike, because that's where I think the centre eventually will be, the centre of the game. Now, if you go back a few seconds and pause it while I was zoomed in, you'll notice that there was a person in that little tower to the right hand side, which is quite amazing really. I didn't notice at the time. I also put this smoke out for a reason. Those aircraft that go past drop packages, and when they drop a package they usually drop it with smoke. So I was thinking, if I plant a smoke somewhere over there, I might be able to get some movement out of somebody. But I don't see any movement whatsoever. In fact, at all. I'm not in the greatest position, so I'm going to move position now just to make sure that I'm in a bit of better cover. I don't particularly work well in this game. I'm not on the top of my game for sure. I kind of forget some of the points that you're supposed to do when you're playing ArmA 3, like don't go out to the side of the hill where you can be spotted really easily, especially if your camouflage is quite white, as it were, or distinctively different compared to your surroundings, because you pop out basically depending on how far away the person is viewing you. As far as I'm aware though, I can't actually see anybody, but I am obviously missing somewhat pretty much the left side of my visual arc, as it were. I can't actually see anything further to my left other than grass. So I'm obviously now having to move towards this zone, because now I'm outside of the zone. I've got to move, otherwise I'm going to die. So I'm going to be as kind of not sneaky as such, but as tactful as possible. I'm going to move using a bit of cover. I'm going to try and get an idea of if anything moving on the left. I don't actually know at all here whether there's anything moving or not. The best way I can describe my kind of technique at doing this is to, instead of moving my whole body, I'm going to move my head. And when I move my head, I'm going to stop for seconds at a time. So I'm going to stop, check if anything moving, because your eyes are really good at spotting things when they move, but if you're moving your head at the same time, spotting things moving is going to be a little bit more difficult. So I tend to kind of a jerky movement and just stop my head for a second, then move, then second, then move. And it's literally just a split second. It's not even a second, because you just need that split second to see somebody moving, and you are one up basically on their position, because if you can see their movement, then you can judge where they're going to get to, and then you can judge yourself how and when to ambush them, or if to leave them alone if the case calls for it. So here I'm going to move towards the air station, the air control mic or whatever it's called, because when the circle shrinks again, which it will inevitably do in the next minute or so, it will be close to that point. Once you've played this game enough, the Battle Royale mod, you'll notice and you'll be able to preempt certain things that happen. So when it says there's 2 minutes to go before the blue circle shrinks, if you know roughly where the shrinkage is going to happen, you can judge whether you need to move or not. So you can judge if you need to move forward. You can judge if you can move to a better position. And using the cover in this game is really, really useful, especially on this mod, because you're playing against completely, there's no AI, so the AI can't, in the normal game, the AI can see through most cover. Well, it used to be able to. I'm not too sure how that is set for now, but obviously people can't see through cover because that's how their game is built. You can't see through cover. That's just the way it is, unless there's some form of hack going on, which I don't know about. Regardless, it would seem a bit silly to have a hack for this game, really, because there's nothing. It is competitive in certain areas, but there's no kind of esport related thing in this game. There's nothing really competitive for you to gain anything for winning or not. You just get the pride of winning. The reason why I've kind of started playing this game again is because of two reasons, really. One, I got a new computer, or I got bits of a new computer, which made the game a little bit more easier to run, as it were, as you can probably tell by the fact that the game looks pretty good. Second is a streamer that I follow and like and subscribe to on Twitch started playing this game a couple of weeks ago, well, not a bit longer than that, probably about a month ago, playing specifically this mod, and I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed watching the guy play it. I really enjoyed the thought of this mod. I really, really did. So inevitably I decided, I have the game, why not try the mod, see what I think about it myself. And I will admit, you will find knobheads playing the game, but you'll find that in most games, and you will undoubtedly get killed straight away, because the first kind of 10 minutes of the game, if you survive and manage to pick up a gun within the first 10 minutes of the game, you're kind of set for quite a while in the game. You'll be prepare yourself to play for 30, 40, 50 minutes. If you die within the first 10 minutes, there's no point me even trying to record that sort of stuff, because you never know when you jump out the aeroplane where you're going to be, or if you're going to be able to get a gun or not. There are two types of server that are available at the moment. One called regular, one called ranked. Regular plays on this map. This is Stratis, I believe. The map that pretty much everyone played when they had the alpha and the beta. And the ranked is on Altis, which is the bigger island. The island which is huge, and my frame rate's not particularly good. I tend to like to play this map because I know this map as well, pretty much through and through. I know pretty much every aspect of it to a certain degree, and I can kind of figure it out. So that's my reason for being on this map. Doesn't mean I'm not going to show you any of the other stuff. Eventually I will, but for now I'm going to stick with these and probably learn the trade, as it were, because at the moment I'm new to this game. Technically, I've played a lot of it in the alpha stage and the beta stage, but I haven't really played much of it in its released state, so I'm going to have to learn some of the stuff again. So we're going to get into the business area of this video, really, where things start to happen, where people start to come out of the woodwork, and because the smaller kind of circle, there is a need for kind of a coalescing of people where they come together and they start to kill each other. That's how it works. That's how Battle Royale worked. That's how the Hunger Games works, and that's how this game works. I know someone's up there. By the way, the reason why I'm looking up there is because I know there is somebody up there. I'm almost certain that there's somebody up there. Problem is, I can't actually look up that far. So I'm going to do something which some people may deem as reckless. I'm going to move towards and through past the point where I can actually see up there. I'm using the trees as cover. They can't see me as well as and I can't see them as well. But I'm moving towards the circle, or further into the circle, because of two reasons. The first reason is, when the circle shrinks, inevitably it will, this person is probably going to have to come past me in order to get to the circle, because the circle is going to shrink to a point where he's going to be outside the circle and I'm going to be closer to the inside of the circle. The problem is that I'm thinking very small here. I'm thinking that there's only going to be one person behind me, and we'll find out exactly what happens. So I'm going to leave it for you guys to enjoy the rest of the video. It's got a few more minutes. Enjoy. I hope you've enjoyed the video so far, and let me know in the comments below if you want more. Anything. Just let me know.